Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, May 5th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Yesterday it was Star Wars Day, and today another bogus holiday, Cinco de Mayo. Well, maybe not bogus, but it is a good excuse for a party. So if you do party, please do it responsibly. Now that PSA is out of the way, we do have a little bit of news, so let's get into it, shall we? You're going to have to check back a little bit later on today, but late yesterday afternoon, a pedestrian was struck at Central Avenue and Solomon's Island Road in Edgewater. It happened just at about 4 p.m., and we do know that one patient was flown to shock trauma for treatment. I do expect we will have an update on this a little bit later on this morning. Not in Anne Arundel County, but to our neighbors to the west, Prince George's County. On Monday afternoon, a middle school student was attacked on a school bus. After the bus dropped off the second-to-last student, 3 masked people boarded the bus and pulled the remaining student to the back of the bus, put a gun to his head, and fired 3 times. Thankfully, the gun misfired all 3 times. 2 of the suspects immediately fled, and one with the gun remained and continued to assault the student. Police have not released too many details, but they did confirm that there was indeed a gun with live ammunition, and they believe their 3 suspects were to be juveniles. If you're sick and need to go to the hospital, here are the ones that you want to choose according to the Leapfrog Group: St. Joe's in Towson, Johns Hopkins in Baltimore, Adventist in Silver Spring, our very own Anne Arundel Medical Center here in Annapolis, and MedStar Union and MedStar Good Samaritan Hospitals, both in Baltimore. They all earned A's for patient safety. The 2 that you want to avoid are the Capital Region Medical Center in Upper Marlboro and the Frederick Health Hospital in Frederick. Both of those earned D's. Thankfully, here in Maryland, there were no hospitals that got an F. And here is today's BS survey. Gambling.com wanted to know what states were the most excited to see the coronation of King Charles. You know, that monarchy that we fought so hard to escape several hundred years ago. Well, by analyzing Google search terms, it appears that Maryland is the 8th most Coronation Happy state in the United States. Coming in ahead of us are South Dakota, Massachusetts, Wyoming, Maine, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and the number 1 state, Vermont. This list actually seems pretty similar to the ice cream one we talked about earlier in the week. But if you are into the coronation, the shindig starts at 6 a.m. our time on Saturday, and I'm sure it's going to be all over TV. Other Saturday doings: Taco Fest at Maryland Hall from noon to 4 p.m., the Annapolis Irish Festival at the Fairgrounds from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., the Boatyard Bar and Grill's annual Opening Day of Rockfish season tournament and party from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., Annapolis Green has rescheduled their Kick Gas Showcase for Saturday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., and that will coincide with Dinner Under the Stars on West Street, which will run from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. And on Sunday, it is the First Sunday Arts Festival on West Street from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And also remember, the Icons in Transformation exhibit at St. Martin's Lutheran Church is still going on and open to the public, Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Sundays from noon to 2 p.m. and also Wednesdays from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Really a fascinating exhibit. And finally, the SPCA is hosting a plant sale at the mall, outside in the parking lot near Maggiano's on Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. or until they sell out. And I'll tell you, the weather this weekend looks absolutely fantastic. You're not going to go wrong with that. And don't forget, if you are going to the Irish Fest, get your tickets early, get them cheaper, and use the code AIF20EYE, and that'll bring the price of all of your general admission tickets down to only $16 a piece. A great bargain for a great day of fun. Today on Canines and Crosstreks, we played with the cutest Japanese Chin who would not keep her tongue in her mouth. It was really kind of cute. Listen now and then check out eyeonannapolis.net at noon today for our irresistible photos and get all of the information on how you can give Maya, or maybe it's Mia, we were debating that, her forever home. And as we wrap it up, do me a favor and sign up for our weekly newsletter of events in the area. It does go out on Fridays at 12:30 p.m., and you can sign up on the forum at eyeonannapolis.net, or I'm going to leave a link right here in the show notes. Many thanks in advance, as always. Here are some podcast news for you. Tomorrow on the Local Business Spotlight, it's Karen Timer-Brown, the CEO of Historic Annapolis, and I think we dropped a food bank bonus podcast recently, too, that you probably should give that a listen. I'm getting them all confused. Whew. All done. Now it's time just to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every day. I do hope that we add some value to your world, and if we do, please leave a review somewhere or tell a friend to give us a listen. We also want to thank our sponsors, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and the Maryland Higher Education Commission. It is Friday. The weekend is here. The weekend looks spectacular. Now it's time just to say have a great weekend. Be nice to others, do something fun, and keep shopping local. Other than that, we're going to see you on Monday. Now hang tight because George Young from DC MDVA Weather is here with the only locally forecast weather report. And of course, Canines and Crosstreks. So do hang around for all that. Coming to you in just a minute.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, May 5th. It was a step in the right direction yesterday with a bit more sun, slightly warmer temps, and less sprinkles and showers, with the reward now being great conditions today through Sunday, followed by a return of temperatures in the 70s each day next week. Look for sunshine today with highs in the mid-60s to maybe lower 70s in spots across the Annapolis region, followed by more of the same Saturday with temps maybe a degree or two warmer with mostly sunny skies and mid or upper 70s on tap for Sunday, though we can't rule out a scattered shower or two in the afternoon or evening. But on the whole, a spectacular weekend is ahead for the entire mid-Atlantic region, with the outlook for next week being daily temperatures in the 70s, 4 p.m. highs, with a chance of showers each day Monday through Wednesday before a return of max sunshine starting Thursday. Okay, that's it for today and this week. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And don't forget, follow DC MDVA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Did you get close to completing your college degree but dropped out during the COVID pandemic? Well, as a near completer, you may be eligible to receive money from the Maryland Higher Education Commission to finish your degree. Again, if you started your degree but for whatever reason never finished it, the Maryland Higher Education Commission has money to help you return to college and finish what you started. Go to mhec.maryland.gov and click on the Near Completer grant to learn more.
That can only mean one thing. We're headed to the SPCA of Anne Arundel County with Annapolis Subaru to play with the pups for this week's Canines and Crosstreks. Sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. Higher standards.
For Canines and Crosstreks, we got Mia.
Maya.
Mia?
Japanese chin.
Absolutely. With her little tongue hanging out. She's a 5-year-old female, right?
I think so.
Yes, she is. And she is so much fun. And I think that tongue will always be hanging out. So
she's got a lot of energy. She just like jumped up on my lap, hit her head on the table on the way up, and
I mean, it just looks like she's had a few cocktails. Let's put it that way.
She's like, I was having
She's like
fun.
that. She's
Now
like
she feels Billy.
that drunk aunt that just comes in and she's tuned up.
Cool. So what's her story, Kelly?
So she was actually surrendered to us, and they didn't want to have to do it. But she does have some eye issues that are managed by medication. We're going to obviously get her another exam from an eye specialist. But as far as we know, they are managed with medications. They were just having financial issues, so they could no longer do that.
Well, she's sort of a black and white little sort of a Shih Tzu, Lhasa, puggy kind of a
and
dog.
that's the way, and Japanese chins look like that. And they did. It's interesting because they're actually compared to cat. The small dog is compared to cats because they say they kind of have like that squishy face that they look like a cat, and they have a thick coat, and they act cat-like. They can be very independent, but they can be friendly. Sometimes you'll find them, they kind of like hide when they go to rest. Sometimes, like cats. So some of their personality is cat-like, but they are super friendly. Overall, a lot of people have them in their apartments because they're quiet. Now, this one, when we open up the door to go into the kennel to say hi to her, she screams, "Hi!" I mean, it's, yes, you. She
Wait, what was that?
Like,
can you do that again?
No, I can't do that again. I'll videotape
I don't
and
know.
I'll
She
send it to you.
feels like she's got hair. So is she?
It's silky. Yes, she has silky hair, but it's a thick coat.
Will it shed?
I've spent some time with her, and she has not been shedding at all. And typically, when it's silky like that, it's not like
it seems like
the
it's
heavy
hair as opposed to
shedding
fur,
fur.
so-
I mean, you say cat-like. This dog literally jumped on my lap and sat on my shoulder and licked my ear.
It's so cat-like.
I mean, I don't know if it was licking my ear, if it was just his head resting against my head. His
So
tongue was
cat-like. Look at
but very,
that.
very cat-like.
And it's so funny how the tongue goes to the left and only the left on her left side.
Well, you said she's got some eye issues.
She does have some eye issues. What we were told is she has some glaucoma, so she requires some daily drops. And but once again, we are going to take her to the eye specialist just to get her checked out and make sure she's okay. So, and she's not going to, she's a small toy breed. She's considered a toy breed. She will not require a lot of exercise. They say it's good for them to obviously get out and take a walk with their owners and stuff. But, she's not the kind that you should be going out and running with.
And I think she keeps licking her eye, so that might be the issue.
It could be. It's just her tongue is so long. She's catching that eyeball every time.
You know what you said just a few minutes ago that kind of resonated with me a little bit was you said about the shedding. Like, I still can't get over a few weeks ago that someone turned in a dog because of the amount of hair.
It shed.
Yeah.
So
The Jack Russell Terrier.
I was telling Michelle about it, our marketing director, and she was like, "That's ridiculous."
Yeah.
So what we did for Walk for the Animals is that we're getting a bunch of custom made lint rollers.
I love it.
And we're
Perfect.
gonna hand them out to as part of our swag package there.
That is perfect.
So
no one can ever surrender again.
No.
Because they're going to have the tools to keep that dog in their house.
Exactly. Exactly.
I love it. That's great.
You guys do come up with some pretty good ideas
They do.
at Annapolis Subaru.
They
Well,
do. They're marketing.
it's really Michelle.
It's their marketing.
I'm like, Michelle,
person
this is what's going on. She's like, "Oh, why don't we just do lint rollers?" I'm like, Psh, perfect.
Creative mind.
Let's go.
That's what she's got.
Let's go.
She's always moving and grooving. That's for sure.
Well, you guys have a plant sale coming up.
We
for
do.
the
We have a
SPCA,
plant
right?
sale coming up, and it's going to be great because you just told me that the weather is going to be fabulous this weekend.
Oh, last weekend was horrible.
Oh, I know. It really was. So it's going to be great because it's going to be actually at Annapolis Mall and kind of where Maggiano's is in that parking lot, that second parking lot that runs parallel with Bestgate. And they're going to have some great plants, and a portion of all the proceeds come to the SPCA. So you can't miss it. It's going to be from 9 until 4:30 on Saturday and Sunday, depending on how much is left. Obviously, if we sell out on Saturday, then it won't be on Sunday. But
That would be cool.
wouldn't that be nice? But it's perfect timing for Mother's Day, and obviously everybody's planting wonderful things in their yard, and the soil is nice and moist because of all this rain. So
Yeah.
Dahlias, lilacs, trees, wisteria.
yeah, so it's not just like flowers, like a bouquet of flowers or a small potted flower. These are the bigger 3-gallon, 6-gallon.
So I can get like
bigger.
an oak.
You can get that.
Well, it does
big
say
evergreen.
it does just say that you're selling trees on here.
Trees.
What kind of trees?
It says lavender trees, so there must be
Lavender, lilacs,
trees.
and trees.
Trees.
Oh, my.
Multiple species of trees. I actually just went to the Claggett Farm last week, and
I saw some photos.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, how
we
amazing.
replanted a bunch of trees.
That is so great.
It was cool.
And we're gonna have like roses, perennials, and then also, now is it peonies or peonies?
Yes.
Yes. Which one is it?
I
You know
think
flowers, Billy. You tell me.
it's the peonies.
There you go. Okay, so Maya
Isn't that a dog breed?
I think it is.
It is now. Once again, you guys just created your new breed.
That'd be a good name for a dog.
But look how cute Maya is.
Maya is so cool. She's just sort of sitting here chilling in my lap,
Yes.
watching the world go by.
She's like,
waiting,
what are these guys talking
She's waiting for the Walk for the Animals on the 21st.
That is right. And we still have vendor
Hopefully
tables
she won't
available.
be here for that.
So I know she should be home. Hopefully she's going to be walking with her new owner through Walk for the Animals.
I've got a feeling that the catness of this dog probably translates into like, dude, this is my chair now.
Maybe. There you go.
Go sit on the floor. I'm sitting here now.
She just looked right up at you when you said that. Like, that's right.
This is my side of the bed.
So there usually are, the Japanese chin are usually black and white, but they do come in like a red and white or a multicolor. But that is the color you typically see.
I mean, she is like super comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, borderline cocky comfortable.
Very
Like,
popular dogs,
I know I'm cute.
obviously, in Japan. They're lap dogs and their temperament. They said, they're
Like,
great for
I just sit here and I
apartments.
just like touch her paw and she's like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
She's like, whoa, what's going on? None of that.
Exactly.
She's like, yeah, I'm happy with that.
What's going on in Subaru, Billy?
Oh man, more of the same. We got a lot going. We got cars, we got certified pre-owned, we got new cars, we got
I saw
all
a
sorts
lot
of
of
stuff.
certified pre-owned cars that were all different makes. So people are trading in all
Yeah.
these different.
Yeah, it's a great
Cars for
time to
Subaru.
trade. It's a great
Yeah.
time to
My
trade your
Yugo?
car. You got a Yugo?
It's a classic.
I mean, we'll take anything, but what we give you for it, that's the part that we'll have to figure out.
I traded in on a bike rack for my girlfriend's Crosstrek.
You want to go Yugo for bike rack? I can make that happen.
It's funny. I saw a motor magazine. I don't remember which one it was online, but it was talking about, and they were talking about the Crosstreks. And I'm going to read here, but it said Subaru Crosstrek was the number one choice for hikers, the number two choice for bikers, and 50% of the people that bought it planned to take their dog out in it.
That's our favorite part.
With a driving range of 500 miles, you'll go from mountain to coast with minimal interruptions. This crossover is the ultimate vehicle for those who love to explore.
Whoever said that is just right on the money.
Canines and Crosstreks. There you go.
Love it.
And she's still loving it. It's awesome. It still smells new, too, which is like, I like that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
that's the one thing about Subarus is that they don't smell new for very long because most of the time people have
Put their dogs in.
50% of them have dogs in them.
That's right.
And they're going to cool
They're
places
hiking
and they're
doing great outdoor
sweating and
things.
getting back
Yeah.
in. But yeah, no, that's awesome. Very versatile, great size. Depending on what you're doing and what your needs are. But
And the mileage, she says the mileage, it's great mileage on it. Mm-hmm. It's about 500 miles a tank, which is
and very
Really?
dependent on your
Wow.
dependent on your
That
foot,
is
how
great.
heavy your foot is. It'll vary.
Right.
So but yeah, no, great gas mileage, great capabilities, off road capabilities, and they're cool. I mean, they're cool looking.
Very cool.
that's cool. Walk for the Animals, and you're getting your swag together with the lint rollers,
Oh yeah,
the shed rollers.
That's right. So we have
Lint
sponsorship still
rollers.
available and also vendor tables available.
Okay. AACSPCA.org to find out more about that, or want to give your home phone number, have them call you?
That's okay.
let's give Kelly's cell.
It's okay. I have it on my voicemail here. So
What are you doing?
And then you've
What are you doing?
you got Pints for Paws on June 10th.
we do. That's going to be a lot of fun too. Hopefully the weather will be
Yeah,
good. That
order
day.
up some good. Yeah. That needs to be a
Annapolis
good
Subaru.
weather weekend, all around.
Has to be.
All around. Hey, I've got a request for the SPCA. Can we get rid of the spam warning as your top post on your Facebook page? It's been there like since November.
Really?
Yeah, I'd rather see cute puppies and kittens and
Absolutely, we can.
yeah, it's
Like
just
like the canned meat spam. Like don't feed your dog spam.
yeah. No, I
Is
could
that
live,
the-
I could live with that.
is
But
that
no,
the
there was
warning?
apparently there was people making a bunch of comments
Oh my gosh, yes.
on the.
It is nonstop, yeah.
and leave that there. But it's like pinned to the top, and I mean, you go to the SPCA. it's
Ew,
like,
you want to see
wanna
happy
cool
dogs
puppies.
and cats. Yes. Okay. We'll make that happen for you, John.
I figured that was
Yeah.
probably
Get the spam out of here.
Get it out of here.
So Maya would be good with anybody.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
she was once with young kids, and I mean the breed in general does real well with other dogs and stuff, and so was she. I mean, she was in my office with Cyrus. You all know Cyrus, and she got along great with him.
Wait, she got along with Cyrus?
Absolutely, she did.
Holy smokes.
I'm looking at her legs. She's taller than like the Shih Tzu Lhasas,
She is.
but she's got the wispy hair on her legs like that is it Japanese crested or Chinese crested?
Yes,
You know, that have those little wispy hairs on the
little
leg.
silky hair.
So with hair like this, do you recommend using conditioner?
Remember cream rinse back when? Do they make cream rinse anymore?
I don't know.
Someone the other day says cream rinse, and I was like, cream rinse? Oh my gosh, you mean conditioner? Well, they did, for Japanese chins, it is recommended that you brush them weekly, and then they get baths monthly. But it's not as high maintenance as a lot of long-haired dogs' hair, as you can see. You know, that can tangle. Because I know, like, Malteses and stuff, their hair is so silky,
is this
it can
about
get
her
matted.
hair length?
I think that's it, yeah. I mean, you can see that her face is trimmed.
I mean, it'll come out. It'll grow out a little bit, but I mean,
She has a nicely trimmed chin.
She does.
As do you.
Let's go.
Well, Maya is available for adoption now, and she does have you said she needs eye drops.
Yes, as of now, that is what is required on a daily basis.
And we want to get our plants this weekend, Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 4:30 over at the mall by Maggiano's.
That's correct.
And you can even go into Maggiano's. They've got good food.
Oh, they sure do.
While you're there, you can go to Paws at the Mall, get some.
That's right. When you're
tchotchkes.
there, go in and get some pet supplies and some four-legged, two-legged.
How are we
gifts.
doing on rabbits over there?
They're getting adopted, but as fast as they go, there's more coming in. We are packed full.
I guess the rabbits
with
are
guinea
busy.
pigs too. The rabbits are very. We separate them, John.
And the guinea pigs,
Guinea pigs are getting adopted. We're doing really great with adoptions for guinea pigs and cats. So it's been April was a great month for us.
Yeah, and definitely do stop by Paws at the Mall. That was fun when we were over there. We should go back there again some other time. Put us in that little
That's right.
little room with.
Just lock us in a cage with some microphones and some guinea pigs. Good times.
Just hang out.
Are the three morons in the window up for adoption?
Exactly. How much for the morons in the window?
That's sort of about it. But if we want to adopt Maya, she's ignoring me.
I think she's
turned her
reading.
back
She's
to us.
reading something on the wall.
She's just sitting on the corner of the
She's
table.
done with this podcast.
Yeah, she's like, you guys are boring me now. Talking
Sitting
about
on the corner of the
peonies and trees and iris.
So it's supposed to be about me.
Yeah, stop
This
talking
is-
about this other
This
stuff.
is like we just sent her to the corner.
We did. Oh,
You're on a
you.
timeout.
Well, I think she's putting her back to us because we've talked about her tongue a lot.
You all made fun of her. That's fine. I don't blame her.
She's sensitive.
I do not blame her one bit.
These pictures hopefully will do it justice because it's great.
But to adopt Maya, AACSPCA.org, we're a Crosstrek, which is the number one choice for hikers, the number two choice for bikers, and 50% of the people that take their dogs out in it. AnnapolisSubaru.com.
Yes, sir.
And if you have a used Yugo, bring it on
You
up
know
and
where
get a
to take
bike
it.
rack.
Might be able to get a bike rack for it.
There's a promotion for you.
Yugos for bike racks.
Yugos for bike racks. All righty. Well, we will see you guys next week.
See you next
Sounds
week.
good.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.